So this weekend, I hit up my brother-in-law who 2 years ago bought Legos off of Facebook Marketplace for $30, and I asked him about it. And these were all the minifigs. I already have gone through it all and kind of organized it, but I'll give you a little haul of what minifigures I found. Right, first things first, we got our random minifigures and just like a bunch of random stuff. We got like a crocodile. I think there's a couple CMF things like this guy, that one, probably that, maybe that one, you know. But a lot of these are just gonna be used for pieces. I mean, this one was pretty cool. It's the original Duck Ox head. This one I'll probably use for like a Nightwing's hairpiece, astronaut, couple cops for an Arkham Asylum set. Just random stuff in general. Also, if you know if this guy's went to like a real set, let me know. Then we get a couple of Minecraft figures. I got Steve and the zombie. That's pretty cool. I don't know who those people are. Then we got these two dudes, a knight and a king. I don't know if those pieces are right, but it looked, good enough. I believe these are all Ninjago dudes. I'm like that's Zane, obviously, but I think these two were part of Ninjago as well. And this is, I think, a Cole body, and I just put a thing on his face. For Marvel stuff, we got these guys. Original Venom's pretty sick. I already have an original Spider-Man, but getting two more is pretty dope. Electro has no hands, and I already have that one. We got some Star Wars. This one was pretty sick. I wanted Darth Vader just because of the aura, so getting that was pretty cool. Same with Yoda. Uh, I was maybe gonna use the hood for a Scarecrow if I don't get a hat. This I think was another Star Wars dude, but I just put a hat on, didn't know what to do. And then Leia, and I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be Ben Kenobi. I at least made it Ben Kenobi. Last but not least, we got DC, the whole reason I did this. We got Lego Batman from the Lego Batman movie. We got a Superman from Man of Steel without the cape or the right hairpiece, but if I can find those, that'll be a cool figure to have. And to go with him, we had a General Zod, which is funny because I almost bought him a couple times recently. But the head for this one was like worn out and like barely visible, so I used this head, and I think it worked out pretty well and looks pretty good. For the next figure, so this is out of all the pieces I found, I made a custom Mad Hatter to look like the Arkham one. I think it's pretty accurate. Only issue is double head printing, but for what I had, I think that's not too bad. And if you're wondering where I got the top hat, that was from this penguin, which this is supposed to be like my Arkham penguin because in Arkham, like the video games, he doesn't actually wear the top hat, so I think that's pretty accurate. And that came, he fell, but we'll set him up maybe. That came with this guy, and it came from the Duck set, but none of the pieces, the Duck fighting Batman and the scuba suit, which sadly I couldn't find that. But they didn't have all the pieces for the Duck, so I made my own. It looks kind of funny, but I think for what I have, it's not the worst, and because I have other penguins and I've tried to make duck boats, I think this one turned out pretty good. So that was pretty much the haul. But W figure is Mad Hatter, Zod, and Penguin. I think I'd say those are the best ones, and the Darth Vader, of course. That was the haul. We'll add them all to the Lego shelf, and eventually I'll come out with a video of the whole Lego collection. So yeah.